Hi Sagittarius, welcome. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating to prepare for the reading, I almost got like a swoon of energy. It almost overtook me. So I feel like this intense type of vibe coming through for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, so as the 8th house comes out, which is a very intense energy. But yeah, that's kind of what I felt. And then I heard a message, you can't screw it up. So there is no wrong way to go about anything from Spirit's perspective, as it always sees you as a creator, and it wants to support anything that you want to create because it's unconditional love. But I definitely got the message, you can't screw it up. So some of you may be worried, you know, or have it in your mind, right, that you might make the wrong choice or do the wrong thing, and, you know, or that you're going to screw something up. And Spirit is saying there's really no mistakes in life. There's just experiences, and what experience do you want to have? And if it doesn't pan out, well, then you've learned from it and you can choose differently in the future. And that they want you to be a little bit more easy about this, whatever this is that you have going on here, Sagittarius, and that the solutions will come to you. So yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling in the meditation. And then I did get a song. It was Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. Seems random, right? You might like that song, you may hear that song, or you just might feel numb at times. Does that make sense? Like numb to something. It could also be that if something used to really bother you, Sagittarius, I feel like a sense of becoming numb to it, you know? Yeah, or numbing out your feelings even. Sagittarius, or this could be someone you're connecting with, but take it as it resonates, right? So let's get into the cards. You have the 8th house of intimacy here. Scorpio energy for some of you could be dealing with that or have that in your chart, or it's just the influencing vibes. And like I said, this is a very intense energy. It literally says intensity on the card. But this is about your 8th house of sex, of intimacy, like it's Kundalini energy. It could be, like I said, overwhelming. Sometimes this card talks about obsessions or possessiveness. So be careful with that. You could be exuding that, Sagittarius, or you could be attracting someone, especially if they have Scorpio or Capricorn placements, that has those types of qualities. But take it as it resonates. And just so you guys know, we do have a full moon, right, coming up on the 13th in Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn placements in your chart, Sagittarius, you might want to read up on that as to how that could affect you. But you also have the Queen of Swords here, air energy, which is about connecting you with your independence, okay? You being the one to call the shots, all right? Especially when it comes to your intimate life, you know, or in intimate relationships, okay? Some of you could be cutting the cord with a relationship, maybe because the emotion has left it, or there's like that numbing type of vibe coming through again. Because maybe you want more independence, or somebody could be that you're connected to could feel that way about you. Others of you, it's more so just like taking charge in your love life, all right? Even if you're in a current connection, taking charge of that and incorporating more intimacy, possibly. So let's go deeper and see where this is headed. We're going to go into the headspace and current energy for my Sagittariuses and go from there. And I don't know, it's so weird. When I started this reading, I almost feel numb. I feel, I don't know what the word is, like a little absent-minded even. you could just find yourself maybe in that state of being a bit absent-minded as well. Or like in La La Land. I almost feel like it's even, I'm having trouble concentrating even. So, yeah. All right, so you have the Emperor here, Judgment, Headspace. Yeah, it's almost like, oh, okay, so maybe I need to get more sleep. It's almost like dreamland. It's almost like being in dreamland, even though I'm awake. Some of you are deep into fantasy. Some of y'all fantasizing about sex. Or somebody could be fantasizing about you, Sagittarius. It's almost like you know what it feels like to me? It feels like you can't get your mind off of something, and that's what's creating the absent-mindedness, right? But like, I feel like you wouldn't dare tell anybody what you're actually thinking about, because maybe it's a little naughty or risque or dirty, or maybe you're just thinking thoughts that you don't want to share with other people. It doesn't have to be like that, but you know what I mean? It's just like your mind seems to be wandering a lot, which isn't altogether a bad thing, but it is making it really difficult to concentrate. I almost don't even feel like getting cards out. It could also feel like you don't, you know, you might be having like trouble like getting the job done, or getting your job done, or getting things done that you need to get done, because there's almost like this distracted type of vibe where your mind is just like all consuming, you know, and it does make it hard to like complete tasks or do productive things when our mind has a hold of us like that, you know what I mean? And it's so interesting that I have the 8th house, which is Scorpio energy, because I got a similar message in the Scorpio reading, and if you might want to go check out that reading as well. That may resonate with you as well. So, anyways. Okay, they're giving me a song. She's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high. All right, the Emperor, Judgment, the 6 of Swords. Let's get one more. So there's this sense here, Sagittarius, of empowering yourself to truly, you know, move forward and to let go. This might not have been easy for you to do, but I feel like this is going to pay off, okay? There's some sort of payoff coming through also, but I don't feel it coming through till Scorpio season or the 8th month, which could be Leo season as well. Those are the 2 months they're highlighting as important times. So maybe check back on this reading after those time frames pass, but it could feel for a second, Sagittarius, that maybe you've made a wrong choice or that you're headed in the wrong direction. But Spirit is saying that is just a blip, you know, that's just a small speed bump, and that things really are going in your favor here, and to trust the universe a little bit more and let yourself off the hook by allowing yourself to understand that you've not, that you can't get it wrong. And the reason you can't get it wrong is because it's never done. And the reason it's never done is because you're genuinely eternal. Your consciousness, who you are, the story that you tell is eternal. So, whew, this is intense. I'm like almost needing a breather here. So there seems to be like this brief lapse in time where you feel like, ooh, maybe that was a mistake, you know. But don't beat yourself up over it for too long, Sagittarius, because there's good times coming in, and like things restabilizing relatively quickly, okay? Yeah, so let's go deeper into the emotional space. All of a sudden, I feel like I need a nap. I'm not really sure. I keep yawning. Sorry, guys. Like, I honestly did not feel like this before I started your reading. Like, what in the world? Okay, so Page of Pentacles. Three of Swords. There seems to be some exhaustion going on as well. As I get your card, Temperance. Whoop, there's the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So, gosh, it may feel like you feel a little bit all over the place or not like yourself, you know, lately. Maybe you've not been, things have just felt kind of turned upside down to how they usually are, or like how you usually feel. But this is serving a purpose, okay? So even though there seems to be a little bit of an imbalance in the energy, there's this very emotional energy as well, you know, of that could be consuming you if you let it. But then out of this is coming the Page of Pentacles, which is an opportunity to reestablish self, or to maybe have another chance at something. What is the Seven of Swords about? So there's some secretive stuff going on, by the way. And, you know, I don't want to out my Sagittariuses, right? But, like, there seems to be, like, some behind the scenes stuff going on. And if this is you, then you're aware of it. You could be keeping your love life a secret. You could be keeping secrets around your intimate life for a variety of reasons. Or you could be connecting with someone that is keeping secrets, okay, from you. But let me see what this is about. Yeah, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. If it's you holding back, Sagittarius, the reason you're feeling drained is because it is draining to not tell our personal truths. It is. Even though there's a variety of reasons as to why we all suppress the truth sometimes, it just never feels good, because your soul always wants you to be in alignment with your authentic self, and it never wants you to see yourself as unworthy or bad or wrong, because Source Spirit always sees you through unconditional love. It never sees you that way. It sees you as deserving, as worthy, as right. So when you don't line up with that and you start hiding things or keeping things because for whatever reason, you have an emotional response that feels draining to you, and that's because you're not hooking up with Source with your thoughts, meaning you're not in alignment with the way your higher self is seeing it. And the emotional response is kind of like Source's way of giving you a red flag or letting you know, hey, you're not quite in alignment with your full authentic self. And it feels draining to think and feel one way, but live a whole different way, or have to hide that, or pretend it doesn't exist. It can be hard though, right, to live our true, authentic self, because sometimes it means letting other people down or disappointing or putting ourselves at the risk of being judged or, you know, etc., etc., etc. But I promise you the payoff is so much bigger than any worry or fear you could ever have around this. Like, the universe rewards staying true to yourself. If you do anything in life, the one thing that will always pay off is being true to yourself. Because the universe recognizes that, and then it says, here you go. And it starts to line you up with things that are a match to your true self. You know, so keep that in mind, Sagittarius, as you go through July. You know what? I got True to Thine Own Self in another reading. I want to say it was Gemini's. Maybe, could be connecting with the Gemini. Anyways, you've got Justice here. Death and Rebirth. Get back in there. Yeah, big transformational changes here. 7 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles. No, it's like, okay. All right. So whatever you have going on emotionally that has you feeling out of balance or out of sorts, I feel that there is balance coming to that. It's likely to come sooner, though, the quicker you are truthful with self and others. And if this is someone you're connecting with, right, that needs to be open and honest and forthright with you, they will achieve more balance in their life or within the connection when they are able to do that as well. So there seems to be like some changes coming in around, like I said, that sector of your life that helps to calm things down a little bit, that helps to refocus you. Some of you, it's a sense of like putting more time and energy into self, kind of doing your own thing and going towards your own goals helps to kind of balance out your energy, to kind of bring you back to center. All right. Some of you are maybe feeling out of center. So it's like by prioritizing yourself, right, and giving time and attention to the things that are valuable and important to you, especially things that give you a greater sense of security, like work for some of you, you know, or working on projects that excite you, or things around the house, or, you know, and I get that some of you feel like, oh gosh, I don't have enough energy right now, but it's almost like the reason you don't have enough energy is because you're not focused on productive things. You're too lost in the mind, and it's stealing away from your energy. So it's like, yeah, they kind of want you to place your focus on things that feel more productive, even if it's just something like really small, like vacuuming the house or making the bed, but it could also be as big as like a full-on project, right? Or something you really want to work on. Like they want you to get up and move a little bit more. Some of y'all are feeling fatigue because you're not moving enough. And it's kind of like a dog chasing its tail. It's like, well, I don't have the energy, therefore I don't move, but I don't move because I don't have energy. But I don't have energy because I don't move. You know, it's like a vicious cycle, right? And it's like, well, just make the smallest effort to try something else or try something new. And as you start, you know, moving just a little bit, you have a little bit more energy, which is going to help you move a little bit more. And when you move a little bit more, it gives you a little bit more energy. And then that little bit more energy helps motivate you to move a little bit more, you know? Yeah. It's like reversing the cycle, okay? And it doesn't even have to deal with your energy levels. This could be, you know, a situation where you felt like it was going in the opposite direction, you know, and they're saying by making just simple changes in the way that you're thinking about it, they're saying the thought pattern, it could easily start moving it back into the right direction. Okay, so something to take into consideration there, Sagittarius. All right, this reading is exhausting me, like for real. All right, so let's see what the guidance is for you, Sagittarius. What is the guidance? I'm going to yawn again. Are you kidding me? I'm not even tired. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know if I've ever yawned in a reading. Better yet, 3 times. All right, so your guidance card says Ancestral Wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experience. You are our legacy and we'll keep helping you as you continue to evolve in the spirit world. So it seems that you have some ancestral guides available to you, maybe passed over loved ones that are here supporting you on the other side, Sagittarius. And let's see what the law of attraction has to say for Sag. It says, I came as an extension of Source. You came as a physical extension of unconditional love, understanding that you would come to this earth and explore good and bad, which would cause expansion not only for you, but for all that is and all who live here. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way to it and understanding the relationship between you and yourself. The relationship between you and yourself is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. This is encouraging you, Sagittarius, to not cause a separation between you and your higher self, which means at the end of the day, in order to stay connected to your higher self, you need to see self as your higher self would see you, which is divine, which is worthy, which is right, which is love. All right. So we'll leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or have in your own birth chart. I have Sagittarius, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Libra again, Capricorn, Libra again, Scorpio again, and Gemini, Aquarius. But it is a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and events over there. Tarot Time with Dana. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends. Namaste.